Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to another edition of MJ Every Day. A little bit of a different episode for you guys today. I'm calling it If It's Too Good to Be True, and we're going to talk specifically about supplements that in the past have been proven to be too good to be true. I'm here in the warehouse at MJHQ because I do want to get some opinions on this topic from Boss Josh and from our resident vegan Murray as well. And what's kind of sparked this episode, what's inspired me to do this episode is over the Arnold weekend here in Australia, the Arnold Sports Festival Australia, a particular Australian company, as a matter of fact, that claims to not use artificial sweeteners in their products and in their protein powder in particular, but has a reputation for having an artificial sweetener-free protein powder that tastes a lot better than any other artificial sweetener-free protein powder, has just been called out and proven to have lied on their label effectively, so that they are actually using an artificial sweetener. The artificial sweetener was sucralose in their protein powder, which is why it tastes so much better than all of their competitive protein powders that actually aren't using any artificial sweetener. So that's kind of what sparked me, what's inspired me to do this episode. And it's not the first of this type of thing in the supplement industry. There's a whole bunch of examples of, if it's too good to be true, if it's that much better than the competition, most of the time something's up. Most of the time there's something that the company's either not telling you, or they're lying on their labels, or they're not disclosing something. Something's up, and it is actually too good to be true. So Boss Josh, in fact, no, I'm going to start with Murray. I'm going to come back to you. Murray, where's the resident vegan? Here he is, mate. So this, we're not mentioning names. We don't want to, we don't want to defame or anything. But this company that has this protein powder in particular, that really, like, it's kind of the gold standard.
Oh, it is good.
Just based on taste. And kicks the shit out of every other protein powder that claims to be artificial sweetener free, now has just been proven to actually be using artificial sweeteners. Even though they said that they didn't on their label.
Yeah, it's a bit of an naughty day.
Did you, because you use this product, so
I do use this product.
Did it ever occur to you that, hold on a second, this is a little bit too good to be true?
It does taste a lot better than every other.
Doesn't it? It does. And that's kind of the reference point that I'm going here is, like, the fact that it tasted that much better than like every other competitive product on the market claiming to be artificial sweetener free. You probably should have said there's something.
Yeah, it's probably something.
What's up?
Why is it so much better?
Yeah, it was literally too good to be true, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Are you going to keep taking it?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Boss Josh, you have some good examples here, man, and we have discussed this in the past, as a matter of fact. Examples in the supplement industry of it being too good to be true.
Yeah. Where do you begin with that? I mean, a good one, and I think the first one was actually something I wrote an article about, was amino spiking in whey proteins. That was definitely a big one that sort of shook the industry probably about 3-4 years ago.
Yeah, and we do have a really good article on that on MassiveJoes.com. In fact, I'm going to pop a link in the description box down below for those of you who'd like to read that. But that was a big one. And that was based on particular companies coming into the market with a 5-pound lean blended protein powder, a WPR WPC blend, effectively, and literally being like 20% cheaper than every other comparable product in the industry.
And tasting really good as well.
And tasting really good. But the main thing was the price, and people were like, shit, like, this is so much cheaper.
How can they do that?
And then they did it for a few years, and then it came out that it wasn't actually protein, it was cheap free-form amino acids they were using to make up the product, which is why they were able to sell it for so much cheaper. And once again, it was one of those things where, like, when it came out, we were like, duh, like, it was too good to be true. Like, protein it's a commodity. There's so many competitors, there's so many people doing it. If you're that much cheaper, like, it can't be legit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Another example.
Another one. Let's go with, like, products being too good. Similar to the protein taste with the flavors, but more like products containing ingredients or products being more effective than they should be, given what that, like, you know, obviously some products can be superly amazing and super effective, but there are definitely been some products in the past.
But some of them are just like a step above.
Yeah.
One that comes to mind for me was the original DS Craze. Remember Driven Sports Craze?
Yes.
And it was like legit, like, man, probably 3 or 4 times stronger than the strongest pre-workout I had ever tried. And then a few years down the track, you find out that they were putting methamphetamine in it.
Exactly. And it's like, okay.
Obviously not on the label because highly, highly illegal.
Yeah. But you think back to it and go, oh, okay, yeah, no, I get that.
It was too good to be true.
Yeah. Especially, there's a couple hormone ones in the past. What?
Gaspari.
Yes.
With Gaspari, had it with a couple of products actually. They had it with the original. With Gaspari don't have a great reputation in this regard. With the original Novadex XT, that actually contained a prescription estrogen blocker that obviously wasn't on the label. Worked like so much better than every other estrogen blocker on the market. And I believe Haladrol as well. I reckon the OG Haladrol liquid gels had like some sort of pro hormone in there that wasn't on the label either, but worked so much better than every other test booster. Another couple of examples of it's too good to be true. Now you mentioned something as well.
Oh, my personal
that is a little bit less obvious, but we see it a lot.
So often is, especially in the Australian market, because a lot of products coming here in powders. It's just the real simple thing of the scoop. Being under, but generally more oversized with the scoop. So it gets me. I actually carry around a pair of little drug scales, and we use them almost every single day, for whether it's for a fat burner or a pre-workout at night time, like measuring out the exact serving size, like getting a scoop, and you know, even if it says level scoop or 1 scoop or rounded scoop, and you take a scoop out, then do 10 grams, works out to be 15. So you're getting 1.5 scoops when you think you're only getting 1. If you get someone like, say for example, Steve, that might double scoop that, he's taking 3 serves instead of 1 serve. It is like, you know, and then you try it and be like, holy crap, this is amazing. Like, how am I feeling this good? Or this pre-workout's hit me so much harder. It's like accidentally taking a sample serve that's actually 2 serves, but you only think it's taking 1 serve. It's just,
and that's a scenario where it's a bit tricky because they're not lying on the label.
No.
Like, the ingredients are the ingredients, but they're saying that 1 scoop is 1 serve, where 1 scoop is often 1.5, and sometimes we've seen it almost up to 2 serves. Two serves in 1 scoop.
And it's just a lack of care, I guess. I know it's obviously a lot harder to get an accurate scoop size. I mean, we've worked with companies that have really struggled to hit it.
And powdered stuff settles when you transport it and whatnot.
And the opposite, shaking it up at you know, larger volume.
It's tricky.
Still, there's a duty of care to really try to get it as close as you can, or just, you know, not. Some of them are just outrageous, and especially when you're talking about things as stimulants, like a protein powder being a couple grams over. Big whoop, you're getting a couple grams of protein. But if you're getting an extra 200 milligrams of caffeine on your 300 milligram or your 400 milligram serve, that's a lot.
It is.
That is a lot.
It is.
You know, so
some good examples, Bosch.
Yeah, man.
I appreciate it, man.
No, it's all good.
And I guess that the kind of conclusion that I want to draw from this episode of MJ Every Day for you guys is, if it is too good to, if it's too good to be true, it often is too good to be true. And what you can do about it as a consumer is pretty much just beware of what's going on. Beware of, you know, things that just don't seem right when it comes to, you know, protein powders that taste better than they should or are cheaper than every other product on the market. You know, think to yourself, this just doesn't seem right. When it comes to, you know, pre-workouts or hormone supplements that work so much better than everything else on the market, think to yourself, man, there's something going on here. If it's too good to be true, it often is. When it comes to scoop sizes with stimulants and pre-workouts and fat burners, I mean, get some micro scales and measure out the scoop. If it feels like you're taking 1.5 serves in a scoop, you probably are taking 1.5 serves. So just be a little bit diligent, exert a little bit of diligence, beware as a buyer as to what's going on. And guys, often if it's too good to be true, man, most of the time it is. Guys, that's a wrap for today's episode of MJ Every Day. As always, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, turn your post notifications on, both on your mobile, your cell phone, and your desktop PC, so you don't miss a beat when it comes to the Massive Joe's YouTube channel. Till tomorrow, I'm coming to you from MassiveJoes.com. Stay massive.